I've had my world rocked by a divorced woman.
Yeah.
That's why they're tired at Dunkin' in the morning.
Just louder to make sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't know counting that. You're like, I actually only know how to count down. You can't count up.
I only listen to a man.
Yeah. I can't even hear what's happening. But you can at home, in your cars, on your YouTubes. This is Down Bad, the podcast where we celebrate the good, the ugly, and the down bad of life. This podcast is for the crashout cuties, the lover boys, girls and theys, and the hoes on the path of healing. I'm Quincy Yeoman.
And it's your boy, Chris Mejia. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode. Please hit that like, hit subscribe, give us a follow, give us a rating, give us a review. It helps out so much. And share this podcast with your friends. If you enjoy it, other people might enjoy it. And we can grow if you share this podcast with your friends. So please do so. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We had an interesting.
Before we hop fully in, I just want to say, tell your friends because of our inclusive intro up top. But go on. Everybody's welcome here.
That's right. Your number one woke podcast.
No, this is not the number one woke podcast.
Listen, in between talking about coochie juice and getting Shrek'd in every hole, I still can't believe you said that.
I listened back. I was like, who was that person? I like, that is the funniest thing I'm ever going to say.
Oh, yo, how was Vegas? I got Shrek'd in every hole, if you know what I'm saying. All right. We had a time.
We had a time. So eating gummies on air, I think I'm going to pass. It was already giving a weird ASMR experience. I was like,
the fact that you not only just that makes sense that you brought out a bowl because a bag would have been so noisy. But for the listeners, Quincy brought out a bowl of Sour Patch Kids, claiming that they were going to eat them on the podcast, and then within minutes, instantly turned it around.
I've been trying a variety of snacks on the pod. It's like, let's try glass cups. But before I interrupted you were about to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna bring up because before we were recording, because actually this now it's relevant. Before we were recording, we were talking about snacks. And how I said something that very much shocked you, which was I don't like sweets. Yes. I'm not a candy guy. And to which your reaction was being shocked and guffawed. Wait, is guffaw?
Guffaw means laugh.
Oh, shocked. Which your shocked made me guffaw.
Yes.
Because you while it hurt my feelings, understandably so, you were like, considering your food history.
Considering your food present, bro.
Considering the fact that you eat like a raccoon.
I just didn't know candy was off the table. You're like, no sweets. And then proceeded to tell me a story about how, one, Chris will eat unsalted saltines. I'm sorry, I'm just going to immediately put that out there.
Okay, I thought this was a safe space.
It's not anymore.
This is no longer a woke podcast.
We'll judge every gender. That's what this is about.
Okay.
Safe to be judged.
Okay. Safe to be put on trial.
But the butter between the saltines.
I would put, okay, all right, let me back up. When I was a kid.
Yes, sorry. When you were a child, you acted like a child.
And sometimes as an adult, I would take butter. I would take 2 saltine crackers. Which, first off, let me back up even more. I love saltine crackers so much that I could eat them with and without salt.
But
my preference is salted.
Okay.
But there was a period of time to be healthier, or at least it felt healthier, if I ate the non-salted ones.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
then I would eat, like, I love them so much, I could literally eat a sleeve in one sitting.
Yeah, same.
I have to stop myself because I will eat the whole thing. And
I love saltines too. Is this like are we revealing that we're both like lower middle class? We're like, oh my God, we loved saltine crackers. What a tasty treat.
How do you turn down the levels of being poor on this Zoom recorder? Because that is a telltale sign that you grew up without money, where it was just like, yeah, I know what's going to be for dinner.
So, because yeah, exactly.
I one time ate so many saltine crackers in one snack sitting that I couldn't have dinner. And it was the non-salted.
Okay. So you used to take 2 saltines. You're out of yourself now. I'm going to give you a chance to. We're going to back up.
I love when the more I reveal about myself to my friends, the more they start this, I could see on their face, them second guessing our friendship. Because everyone thinks I'm just a sweet little boy. And in actuality,
okay.
It's a little, no, everyone, you've been quoted. Everyone thinks that I'm a sweet little boy, but then is a law of nature that every man has to have a toxic trait. It's required by
every
law.
person.
Yeah. Okay. Inclusivity.
Every person has a toxic trait.
I was just making the joke of like, there's no way a man could be innocent.
There's no way anybody's innocent. And that's
why
feminism.
You're chaotic neutral.
And that's why I'm chaotic neutral. Number 1, baby.
But I have several. Mine, most of them are food related. Most of them are, that's the piece of shit I am. I'll hold the door open. I'll stand up for what's right. You know, I'll respect people's boundaries, but I will eat like a homeless dog. Like,
that's so true.
Like, I will straight up, like, I would take when I was a kid, and sometimes as an adult, if I'm being real, I would take 2 saltine crackers, take out butter, put butter in between the crackers, and make like a butter sandwich with the crackers, and then I would eat that. And the only reason why I stopped was because I did that once, and my mom said, you're going to get pimples and breakouts if you do that, if you have a lot of butter. And that is the only reason why I haven't done it again.
Well, your skin looks great.
Thank you. It's because I'm devoid of happiness.
Yeah. No, my skin looks its best. Like, I'm having a really bad breakout week, but I was like, oh, last week was my birthday, and I ate nothing but shit. I was like, I'm celebrating me, so I'm eating dairy every day.
Does that mean that I'm vain? Because the Domino's cheesy bread is one of my favorite things on this planet, and I have not ordered it in years because the last time I got it, I immediately got a breakout.
Yeah. No, we're both vain, so it's okay.
Whoa. I said, am I vain? We didn't confirm.
Yes, you're vain. You're vain, baby. And then we used to be uggos. We grew up as uggos.
That's
and
true.
We're just learning more about ourselves.
That's true.
And aesthetic is important now. We also are on stage. We're recording ourselves and putting it on the internet. It's okay. It's okay that
that's because the world needs this.
The world needs this. And they need it to be zit free. And I'm not going to rob them of that.
How do you feel about those like pimple stickers?
I love them.
Okay, I like them too, but I forget what I was watching. I was watching something. Some comedian was on a podcast, and they were slandering the pimple stickers.
Yeah, because I wear them. I'll wear it if I don't want a zit seen.
I'd rather wear the sticker than not.
Same. It's cute now. At a time, it was like, okay, yeah, pimple, you want to hide it, but who cares now? It's like, yeah. If you got a cut on your face, I would cover it with a Band-Aid, and a zit, especially if it's about to pop or just popped, having it covered is a good thing. You
can't cover a cut on your face with a Band-Aid because I remember I did that once. Maybe times have changed, but times have definitely changed because when I was like in middle school, I one time wore a Band-Aid on my face because I had a cut, and everyone called me Nelly that day.
Well, I'm sorry, that just I thought you were... I thought you were like, it sticks to your skin. Like, it's so bad for you. Like, you can't wear a Band-Aid on your face Because those niggas will call you Nelly in the year 1998. Like, what? Maybe technology's changed. Maybe people have forgotten about Nelly.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I think the coast is clear now that I think about it. I remember one time at Warrior, just in the hallway, someone was like, "Hey, yo, what's up? Ride with me?"
No, what's so funny is I've like never thought you looked like Nelly, but like imagining you with a Band-Aid on your face, I see it.
Oh, so that's like,
my
okay. So the other day, this past Sunday that we were, I was volunteering at the Humane Society, not to brag. And I am doing where I'm like working a podium to check people in for the adoption and they can walk in for the cat kennel and the dog kennels. It's one of my favorite shifts to do. And I'm like, it's actually really, it's sweet, but also kind of crazy that like oftentimes on weekends, people before the Humane Society is even open, people will show up and line up because they have a specific animal in mind and they want to make sure they get it.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of people lined up and ready. So I'm trying to move the podium out and set everything up. And I'm trying not to make eye contact with people because the second you make eye contact with people, they forget that you're setting up and not ready yet. And as I'm setting up, I see like in my peripheral, this older white woman, like 50s maybe, just holding her phone, like where the screen is facing me, just holding her phone, holding the screen, not saying anything. And instantly I'm like, I haven't even started and we're on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like she's going to be on some entitled, like I've been waiting kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to delay looking at the phone. And finally it was no more. I had to look up. I look at the phone without saying a word. She just gestures to the phone and on the phone, a picture of Rick Fox, to which she goes, "You look like him."
Rick Fox,
the former basketball player and actor.
I've never seen him.
She was like, "You look like him," which at first I was like, "Who is that?" Because that was a picture of Rick Fox that I didn't recognize Rick Fox in that. His hair looked different. Okay. And she's like, "You don't know who that is?" And then she like swipes and then she finds a different photo. And then I realized that she was saying that I look like Rick Fox. And then I laugh and because it's like, she didn't even say hello. She wasn't like good morning or anything like that. Or just like, "Hey, did you know?" She just
Was she white?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at Rick Fox. Maybe you don't look like Rick Fox. That's so funny.
She just saw, she's like, "Yeah, that's close enough."
He looks like he could play your father on like TV, but you don't look like.
I've gotten Rick Fox a good number of times.
Really?
Yeah. When my hair was short, I would get Bobby Wagner, and now that my hair is longer, I get Rick Fox.
Huh. I guess I just knew you when you started getting Bobby Wagner, so that's a hard one for me to break. I also know when you know more so what someone looks like.
Yeah.
I see this, but I guess it's hard for me to see it without the age difference too.
Right. Well, thank you for saying age difference and not the fact that Rick Fox is much taller and also bigger. Because one time a friend of mine was at this restaurant and she saw Bobby Wagner there. Yeah. And she approached him and was like, "Hi, Bobby Wagner, big fan, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Also, my friend looks like you." Yeah. And my friend who did this is white. So courageous move to do this to a black man.
A pro NFL player, black man.
Love her to death. Yeah. Love my friend to death.
That's white woman behavior. She went up to Bobby Wagner and said, "You know what? I know another brown mixed man who looks like you." Isn't this the craziest thing?
She pulls out a picture of me and shows him, and Bobby Wagner looks at the photo and then looks at her and goes, "I mean, I guess if I was like way more light skinned and also smaller," and it's like, first of all, Bobby, we don't need to comment on the size difference. You're a pro football player.
You know, yeah.
I tell jokes. I think it's pretty obvious our physiques are going to be a little different. I haven't been on the field since middle school.
You are in the NFL. I have lupus. So that a message to Bobby Wagner.
You are a future Hall of Famer. I've pooped my pants. What happened? Which time?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to ask me to specify.
I unconcussed shit my pants.
That's no CTE.
Yeah, not a drop shit my pants.
That's actually, I got hit up. I shit you not. I will show you the messages when we're done. I got DM'd by Tushy, the bidet company. And they were like, we love your stuff. We would love to send you a bidet.
Oh my God, did you take it?
Oh, of course.
Oh, amazing.
Of course. I literally told them, you don't realize how on brand this is.
They're like, no, we know.
So listen, if you're listening out there, buy Tushy. Not just because.
Sponsor our pod, Tushy.
Yeah, sponsor our pod, Tushy. And then I'll finish the endorsement. But Tushy's really good. You should buy a Tushy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you in your tracks.
Get a discount at Coochie Juice 10. And we lost it.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. There was something I wanted to bring up to you today. I was waiting to tell you on the pod. I was trying not to text you too much. I've been trying not to text Chris too much because he's working a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah, I'm employed.
I'm also that psycho friend. I need to stop sending everybody voice memos.
No, I like voice memos.
I know you do, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm sending this person a voice memo and I maybe text them once a quarter. I need to find you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't need to jump into sending this person
I'm pro voice memos. I like a little friend podcast to put into my day.
Right?
Also, sometimes typing is just too much and you can cover a lot of ground.
I'd rather listen to you for 2 minutes than read a long, sometimes I like the text, but that's it takes so much more focus. I personally, I am an advocate for voice memos. I know there are people who are like, oh, I don't want to listen to a podcast. Well, that's why no one loves you. I appreciate a voice note. I think it covers a lot of ground. And it's like, yeah, sure. The voice note's long. It's like, okay, I have to make sure I can send this when I have the time. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's just nice because then also there's nothing like recording a voice note and then just pacing around your apartment, walking in a circle while you're. When I talk on the phone, I pace around my apartment. Okay.
I'm one unless I'm laying down. But if I'm sitting, I'll stand up and I'll pace around my apartment. I'll do laps and shit.
Oh, that makes sense.
The reason why I explained that was because as I was saying that, I thought you were gonna laugh and be like, "Yeah, me too," and then you looked really puzzled, and I was just like, "Oh, okay. I think I'm the only person who does this."
No. Yeah, that makes sense. I sometimes pace around. I can talk in all positions. I'll yap. You call me, wake me up in the morning. I'll FaceTime.
Quincy Yellman can get Shrek in any hole.
I'll get Shrek in any hole. Yap in every position.
Yap in every position.
Unfortunately, some people found that out the hard way. That's so funny.
But anyways, as you were, what were you going to bring up?
What I was going to say, I thought this would be funny to bring up on the pod. There's a new picture of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck circulating. They're together at a premiere, and the chemistry in the photos is off the charts. And the internet's like, please get married again. Please get married again. All this stuff. But I don't know, who knows. But
I think J-Lo is, first off, Ben. Can I call you Ben? Mr. Affleck. First off, thanks for listening. Second of all, I understand that your kryptonite is a big booty Latina. It's a lot of people's kryptonite. We've been here before, bud. We've been here before. You were in that terrible music video movie that she made. You saw it. We all saw it. Did you see it?
No.
It's batshit insane.
Okay.
Batshit insane. Benjamin, I'm assuming. You know, I understand love makes you do, you know, some people just, they have a drawl, and I get it, but we gotta stop this cycle. And I think the important reason why I'm saying that is because she's mine. She just hasn't realized it yet. And as someone who has more of a history with toxic women than you, I understand you're older, but
I do not believe you have more of a history with toxic women than Ben Affleck. There's no way. I would let Ben Affleck or Jennifer Lopez break up with me and get back together with me as many times as they wanted.
Countless. My calendar will always be available.
Yeah.
Not for Ben, but for J-Lo.
Oh, okay. Either for me. Ben may be a little higher, but that's my toxic trait.
That's your truth.
That's my truth. Not even my, yeah, that's my truth. I love how much they get back together.
Really?
I mean, it's honestly so human. And I'm gonna throw this out. They're obviously twin flames. They have a
There's
connection.
something there.
There is something. The fact that they are so magnetically, I don't even know if they're back together, but like they truly value and respect each other, obviously in a way that is completely unexplainable to the rest of us. Yeah, the movie she made was batshit crazy. He endorsed it. Like, to get together, and every time you get together, you make fucking insane art.
That's
Geely to like whatever. They must have some crazy, like, their connection must be just complete mania when they're together.
That's how you know the grip is tight.
That's how you know it's fucking slanging. What the fuck? I mean, it goes both ways. They're both also equally hot. Like,
yeah.
There's to be both, like, you've been famous forever, such like whatever known worldwide celebrities, and you two can't stop like fucking. That's crazy. You met your match. Like that is this is like the true definition of meeting your match.
And your match is a psychopath
On both sides. That's why they look tired together. What? They're going to Dunkin' Donuts, smoking cigs together, and fucking all day.
I forgot that they did the ad together.
Movies, and he was like in an early music video when they first got together, like kissing her ass. Literally, she's on a yacht. Ben Affleck standing behind and kisses her ass. I was like, they are. I love it.
They are twin flames.
Couple
You've
goals.
convinced me.
Yeah, I love it.
Did you say couple goals?
I did.
You know what's my goal?
That's like every time you get together with this person, you're like, I got to make an album. I got to make a movie.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Sure,
I thought you meant the on and off was the goal.
Well, that too. It's like
let's not roll it out.
I mean,
let's not roll it out.
They're literally like they both marry other people. They come back. That's
true.
Like it's just I don't know if it's actually.
They both know where home is.
What are they resisting?
I think it's.
What makes it not work? When does it explode? Every time, like what?
That's a very good point because the amount of times that they break off and come back together.
And you know they're never actually out of touch.
No. Because you know they're the kind that like they'll go no contact.
But they can like
and then one person breaks it.
Right when the other person's like thinking about the other person.
And J-Lo's like an angel's number person.
You think so?
I think so. So she probably gets a text from Ben and it's like 11111 on the clock stove. And she's like, this is it.
And he's so logical and doesn't see any of that. And then that's the push pull.
That's what it is.
And yeah, he's like, whatever. He's like, I don't know what it is that I can't resist you. But
they're the polar opposites that attract.
Twin flames.
I
am going to write J-Lo and Ben the musical. Mock my fucking words. I was like, today, when I saw that picture, I was like, this
Did they look romantic in the photo?
She's looking at him, he's looking away, and you like can see it in hers. It was like they couldn't even look at each other at the same time.
Oh, because just the chemistry was
Let me pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up,
Okay.
and I'll maybe drop it in the comments. I've been forgetting to drop everything in the show notes, so don't worry about it.
I'll put the image when I edit the episode. I'll put it on the screen.
Okay, yes. Let me show you this. Ben Affleck and J-Lo this week. Yeah, because everybody's been.
Okay. Oh, she's glowing.
They both look happy. Ben Affleck rarely smiles.
Yeah, they're glowing. Oh my God.
What shit is he saying in her ear right there?
Because
He's saying, I'm going to eat that ass later.
I can tell. I think J-Lo is more like, you can obviously tell that she's a freak, but I think Ben Affleck is a low-key freak.
Ben Affleck, you can obviously tell is a freak.
I think it's like low-key.
It's not low-key. Every bitch on the street will tell you Ben Affleck is a freak.
Like, it's been confirmed.
He has a massive dragon fucking tattoo on his back.
He does?
He makes intense art. There's a quote on his Wikipedia page where Jennifer Garner's like, when you're with Ben Affleck, it's like being in the sun. He's a freak, dude. I've been in love with Ben Affleck since I was a child, so that's another thing. But nevertheless, I'll never be J-Lo, and I'm okay with that. But I will say he's obviously a freak.
I see your case study.
He's a great actor too.
He is a great
and he's
actor.
a good director. Argo was fucking good.
Argo was good.
Talented men are usually crazy and freaks.
That's true.
If there's one thing men are known for, it's being freaks.
You know what? Now that I think about it, you do have to be unhinged to continually go back to the ex that you break off from.
He's not. Yeah, they're both.
That's not healthy behavior.
I hate that everybody puts it on J-Lo. I'm like, they're both going back.
No, I'm saying that's the proof he's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But
because no sane person would keep going back. You either have to be severely unhinged or like someone who you don't get anybody. Like you get like no pussy or dick. So you're going back because you're like, this is my only option. And it's Ben Affleck. The pussy's hanging from the rafters. He could get it anytime, except for apparently there was like that one TikTok that went viral where this girl matched with Ben Affleck on Raya. And like she like claimed that she like unmatched him because she was like, oh, that's not really Ben Affleck. And then Ben Affleck, I guess, sent like a video saying, why did you unmatch me? But then everyone speculated that it was just a cameo. Oh. And she tried to make it look. I think it's really weird when people are like, oh my God, this celebrity slid into my DMs and I didn't respond.
Yeah.
Or even if you did respond, I think that's weirdo behavior to like brag about it on the internet. Yeah.
I think, that's probably the first and last celebrity that would slide into your DMs.
Ben Affleck?
No, if you did that, like, why would you tell people if you were actually ready and at the level to be with a celebrity?
That's very true.
Yeah. So,
because I think a lot of people, it's funny, a lot of people struggle with jealousy with regular Bill from the Dollar General, let alone a celebrity who like an actor who in movies has to like pretend to fuck and kiss other people. Mm-hmm. Like, I think a lot of people like they want to be on Raya so they can date a celebrity, but that's a good point where they don't actually have what it takes to date a celebrity. No. I think most of us don't.
Really? You don't think you could?
I mean, no. I definitely have lots of fantasies on how I would handle the relationship between me and Selena Gomez, but I've had time to rehearse and practice and do the work in therapy to understand that
I'm doing the work. You're ready.
Yeah. I've done the work to understand that she's so monumentally famous that I just have to accept that she's going to have a busy schedule and that's okay. We'll work through it. Yeah. Like I understand she just married Benny Blanco, but I've always wanted to date a divorced woman.
You haven't?
No, I have.
I was like, that doesn't sound right. You definitely have dated a divorced woman.
I've had my world rocked by a divorced woman.
Yeah. Your pussy popped by a divorced woman.
My pussy was popped. It was no, but I think overall that's a very good. I see your argument, and you know what? I'm on your side now. Ben Affleck is also crazy. Because that's a very good point of if you're going to continually go back to the same ex who, when you're together, you look miserable. He looks
not in that last pic.
Like it's always like that when they first get together. And then they always reach to a point where Ben Affleck looks like he's looking for the nearest gun to shoot himself.
Well, I think they're the same person probably. I think they are probably the same. One, they are both Leos, which is insane for the astrology heads out there. So that's like 2 fire signs.
For non-astrology, why is that insane?
To both be fire signs and within the same like season. I feel like every couple I know, I actually have a friend from high school. Her and her husband had the exact same birthday. They've been together for a long time.
Same day?
Same day.
Damn.
I know. I've anecdotally seen when people of the same sign get together, it either is like so perfect or it is usually
the absolute worst.
Yeah, back and forth. But 2 Leos are known for being very this isn't derogatory, but like self-focused.
Yeah.
Like you're headstrong, you're very forward about like what you have to get done. They like being the center of attention. So to have, which Ben Affleck says he does not like, as he said in several interviews, but I'm like, you've been a star forever. And and it makes sense. Like now you actually don't even have the option of never being seen. So that would change it. But yeah, I don't know. So I think they're probably the same.
That makes sense. And I mean, that's true about Leos because there's people always joke that you can tell someone's a Leo because they'll tell you.
Yes. Yeah.
People will instantly, because what's the other, is Leo's the most, is conceited the word?
People think that. I mean, I think that's like a reductive. Mm-hmm. People think Libras are conceited as well.
Oh, really?
Which is what I am, yeah.
I don't see that for Libras.
Thank you. I did just admit to being vain, but yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. But anyway, so I just thought that was a funny thing to bring up on the pod just because iconic couple.
They are.
There's so much people just love speculating about them too, right? So
and that's honestly hilarious that when someone says, do you remember when J-Lo and Ben Affleck were dating? You have to say which time.
Right? Like this has been going on. They have a relationship that's
our whole lives.
Our whole fucking lives.
At this point, just be married. At this point,
we are all the children of divorced parents, J-Lo and Ben Affleck. If you are a millennial,
them breaking up is my 9/11.
And it did happen on 9/11
too many times.
Exactly.
The first time was 9/11. The second time was the Pentagon.
Truly.
The third time was Flight 93.
We had one Sully Sullenberger in there. It was like, okay, they were kind of together, but they landed it. Everybody survived that one. But yeah, so I thought that was I just saw that. I was like, oh, we should bring this up because we had the push-pull episode and, relationships.
They are the definition of push-pull. They're the mascot of it.
I'm just wondering who's which. I feel like they probably just take turns. They probably just want each other when the other one doesn't want it. Yeah. The other one. And yeah.
I'm now going to start looking at Ben differently because I admit
you're being misogynistic and you put it on J-Lo.
Well, hold on. Let's not throw labels. Let's not, words
You
hurt.
literally looked in the camera and said, Ben, I know you have a weakness for big Latino booties or whatever.
Big booty Latinas.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
It sounds creepy your way.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely. It did sound. And then proceeded to say, stop going back. So that's what was happening.
Okay.
Because everybody puts it on J-Lo. Everybody's like, oh, J-Lo's okay. It's like.
Well, because she is insane.
And she's hot. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. She's made tons of music, some good, some bad. And we love her for it.
I'm not saying I dislike her.
Yeah, but it's like, she's insane. Why? I mean, we've seen Ben Affleck do all these things through all the years.
I'm saying if you watch the music video movie, you will, in the documentary about her making the movie, you will understand why I say she's insane. because that was the most insane piece of video. To call it a film is a disgrace to the word film. But it was, there is a astrology scene that that an actor plays each sign, and I'm telling you, not with a million guesses will you be able to successfully guess the cast list.
Okay.
The cast list of that Leo scene is so batshit insane.
But
and then in the documentary, she films herself asking her team for who's going to star in it. And she's naming all these different celebrities, and all of her team is saying they said no. They said no. They said they had a birthday party. They said no. They said, and she kept that in the documentary. Like, she allowed us to see that she got rejected by almost all of Hollywood.
I love that. I mean, it's insane, but yeah, do it.
Are you low key a J-Lo defender?
I think I might be. I mean, it happened today, right now. Because I'm like, I just think we need more insane non-men. Like, everybody's getting on.
That's true.
Everybody's like,
we got to even we got
I'm
more
like,
balance.
yeah, be fucking crazy. Watch everybody. It's like, do that then.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You're 50 something. You've done everything right by whatever standard. You still look great. You did this. Be fucking insane.
Right.
I don't know. I'm like being like, it's like Lizzo now. Everybody's all talking about Lizzo. Like, oh, now it's so obvious her personality's unlikable. It's like, who fucking cares? Let her be unlikable.
Right.
We like her music. We'll shake her ass to it. People are fucking buying Yitty because she ain't gonna be poor ever again in her life. Like,
right.
Let her be insane. Are you upset that she's insane because she's also fat and black? Are you upset? I know. But it's like, are we upset J-Lo's insane because why? She's a Latina? Because I don't know. People feel like she lip syncs. Like, other celebrities have gotten in trouble for that too. Like, who cares?
Okay, but the lip syncing thing, there's so many artists that do that.
Exactly, but I'm just like, yeah.
Especially artists that they do dancing and stuff. Yeah. Like,
that's a lot. People don't. That's so much breath work.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's a reason why we commend Beyonce for her breath work.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and Beyonce doesn't always sing live now anymore.
Really?
She didn't have Renaissance. There was a few songs at Renaissance I thought that she had backing vocal, like backing.
Oh.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But nevertheless, I say let her be insane.
You know what, J-Lo? I owe you an apology.
Yeah, especially if you want her to be yours.
J-Lo, baby. Sweetie. I understand you think you know where home is. But your real home is the lights on the porch. The door is unlocked. All right, come on in. You know what? Bring Ben. I'll watch. It'll hurt my feelings, but I'll watch.
Sure, that would hurt all of our feelings to watch them fuck. I think if we could all actually see them fuck, it would hurt the nation's feelings.
What if?
They're good at sex. They're both good at sex.
Yeah.
They're rich, they're in shape, and
I was about to throw out a hypothetical, but I couldn't even believe it.
They're both good to go, I'm sure.
Their hair is not looking good after.
Yeah. And they have fucked across decades.
That's a good point.
They have fucked across decades.
They should write a book on intimacy, because the fact that they're still coming back to it and that sex is still fire, because the sex has to be fire. That's why they keep coming back to each other.
Yes.
Because there's no way you keep coming back to your ex when the sex is trash, but like the talking's good.
Yeah.
Like, you only, like, that's no.
You have to have that like chemistry spark.
Yeah. They fuck well. They fuck out of this world. They fuck that, like.
That's why they're tired at Dunkin' in the morning. They're fucking all night. That's why Ben's out on the porch smoking 10 cigarettes.
Now, that's why he looks upset all of the time. He's drained.
His life force melts, bro. Completely.
Okay. You know what? All right. I'm grown enough to admit when I was wrong. I was wrong about the whole thing. right, I was wrong on a couple things. One, Ben, you're a psychopath. All right, I have the proof now. I've heard the argument. J-Lo, I'm sorry I called you a big booty Latina. I thought it was a compliment.
It was. I was just saying that was the more. It was. I knew it was a compliment.
Also, I for the record, I like J-Lo. I like her songs.
That sounded like you'd never heard a J-Lo song. You said songs in a way.
No, I totally love her songs. Hit Me Baby One More Time. No, I love you, J-Lo. And I'm always here for you. And if Ben breaks your heart, that fucking classic. I'm gonna listen to that song in the car ride home. Should we get into our down bad of the week?
Yeah, we can.
What time are we
We're at 40 minutes.
Oh. Okay, actually, no. How about this? Let's do our second submission.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Because it's short.
What we were planning for a down bad would be a very hard shift right now.
Yes.
So that's fair. Okay, so we're going to hop into our second submission.
Yes.
Well, another submission. Sorry, we have more than two. Don't worry about that.
Yes. Our second submission is a short one because this episode is already getting pretty long. So we figured we'd just do a short one and then wrap things up. But this submission, thank you again. And also for those who want to, please, we would love for you to submit. What is something that is making you feel down bad? What is something that is making you crash out? What is something that's making you feel sad, some type of way? Which actually someone pointed out to me that some people might not know what down bad means.
Who?
Just people.
Well, look it up. I don't know. Obviously, you listen to this pod every week. We know we're talking about things that get you in your feels.
Yeah, something that gets you in your feels, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, your job, whatever is getting you in your feels. You can submit your own anonymously if you go to our link tree on our Instagram at the Down Bad Show. On Instagram, go to the link tree. There's a Google form that you can fill out anonymously to put whatever your submission of being down bad is. You can also shoot us an email, thedownbaddies@gmail.com, if you don't really care for anonymity, to be anonymous.
Okay, let's get into it.
You can also call 813-265-9218. Once again, that's 813-265-9218 and leave us a message. Our submission for today is a quick one. It says, pandemic had me saving blunt roaches and unraveling them to make several bowls. ... Several.
Damn.
I like this submission because it's a very relatable. My assumption is money was tough. And also because it's the pandemic, maybe buying weed was not as accessible. Because I don't want to look at this from a mindset of this person's living in a state where weed is legal.
They are. If they've seen us, they probably live in a state where it's legal.
That's true. So then in that case, it's like, okay, I wasn't really buying weed in the pandemics. Did you ever buy weed in the pandemic?
Chris.
Yeah, that was a stupid question.
I love the genuineness. You were
the genuineness behind the dumbest question I could have asked.
When you came into my house today and I said, wow, I realized I got to stop smoking weed.
And I was like, this person didn't get weed in the pandemic.
You walked in and I was like, I think I have cannabis use disorder. And you were like, no, I don't. No, weed sales went up during the pandemic across the country in general. The trend with weed in general, weed got used a lot more during the pandemic.
Okay. So then likely it wasn't an accessibility issue. It was probably like a financial thing.
No, from a stoner perspective.
Okay.
There are times in your stoner life where money definitely. If you're down to the roaches, that is a thing. But it could be financial. Usually it's a combination of financial and just depression and making your weed stretch. Like where you're like, oh, I'll just keep. It's like a weird, when you're just deep in it and you're like,
Is this the weed version of pouring water into a near empty thing of soap?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the weed. That is exactly what it is.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, like I'm doing a little more, saving a little more. And then you're like, well, I'm now just smoking the grimiest, shittiest last bit of weed. Also, the roach, strangely enough, as down bad as that is to be doing on I don't know, just cringe level. That's actually the strongest hit of weed, is the last hit of any roach, blunt, etc. Because all of the weed that you've been smoking has been pulling toward the end. So that last hit is actually your most potent hit. People who are like, oh, it's done, whatever. That's like going to be the strongest hit you're going to get. So
interesting.
Although it was for economic reasons, and it is nasty because that's still like, there's a lot of stuff that's been sucked down. It's like, it's a little grimy. You were probably getting decently high off of it. Submitter.
How long have you been able to prolong a batch of weed from the roaches?
I don't smoke a lot of flower anymore.
Okay.
So it's been a long time since I've done that. I mean,
what is a roach?
A roach is the end of a joint. A joint specifically rolled with paper. Usually this is like if there's not a tab in it, it's just like the end of the weed. Or if there's a tab, it's like that little bit right before. I used to do more of that in college. I used to make a joke, be like, oh, it's a roach motel time. Funny. Stoner. And then, but and then you like stretch it that way, or like people will scrape resin off of their bowl and pack that in to smoke that when they're low on weed, because you're just scraping the bowl and getting all that shit. So I've made roaches and like weed last longer that way. But now, I don't do a lot of flower. I rarely do it because it makes my allergies flare up. But dabs. If you fucking with me, then we on dabs. No,
I don't.
And
I've had only bad experiences with dabs, but also
what about a puff puff laugh? I thought you had fun on dabs that night.
Oh, you know what? I have had fun with dabs. Yeah.
But that was, I just remember I felt happy that it was.
I was on Neptune that night.
Yeah. We got you a little,
I was high out of my mind. Yeah. I genuinely forgot I did that show.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that had just happened.
I was so high.
For someone who doesn't smoke weed, you have like such a stoner response to things. Sometimes it's so funny.
It's my ADHD, baby.
True. But yeah, so that's roaches. I mean, people can make them last. Depending on how you smoke, the apparatus you choose. It's good if you're smoking through bowls. Or like a bong.
That's good to know, because when I first read this submission, I immediately took it as a financial thing. But obviously, I don't really know smoking culture like that. Yeah. I do weed. I do weed.
He does weed.
But I'm a big edibles guy now.
Yeah. Everybody loves the edibles.
Smoking from a joint hurts my throat. What's the difference between a blunt, joint, and a spliff?
Oh, great question. So a blunt is, the whole thing is going to be so edited on YouTube. I'm like, YouTube's going to be like, yeah, you cannot have a fully, hey kids, here's how you smoke weed episode up. But nevertheless, so you asked the difference between a blunt, a joint, and a spliff. We'll start with a spliff. A spliff is a mix of tobacco and weed.
That's a spliff.
That's a spliff.
Okay.
Rolled up, natural tobacco. So that's a spliff. A blunt is rolled with a blunt wrapper, which is like a Black and Mild wrapper, a cigar wrapper, a thicker thing. Also, it could be backwoods, which is a specific level of blunt rolling and type of where you're getting. And then a joint is just a joint rolled with paper, just weed.
See.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We learned something today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, lot to think on.
Oh, because I was gonna say I don't smoke because it hurts my lungs. But I used to not like edibles all the time, and then I bought a bong, which I loved. But then I live in a place that doesn't allow smoking, and I'm a rule follower. So I just
people are definitely smoking in your complex. Your complex people are for sure.
Have you smelled it?
Yes, I think I once came over and people were literally like partying out and smoking.
Oh. Well, I'm a little bitch. I don't like breaking the rules.
It can smell too. You can like, you know, yeah. So, and you'd rather be comfortable because also if you don't like breaking the rules, getting high is not going to help.
Yeah.
You know, then you're going to be paranoid high.
I also don't want my apartment to smell like smoke.
Weed smoke doesn't linger in the same way.
Oh, really?
No. But as someone who now does not smoke in their house, really, I only dab. I will occasionally smoke in my house. I will say I can smell, now that I'm not doing it all the time, if someone is in a house where they smoke weed all the time.
Oh.
I used to not think it's not that it lingers, but it like has definitely a scent. Like I feel like you could walk in and not smell it, but I can now.
Yeah.
It's not like cigarette smoke, and I don't think it's as heavy, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we learned something today.
But that is to be down bad. If you were
that is down bad. Whoever wrote this in, you were down bad you were down bad on supply.
But the pandemic was a time to be just like down bad. In the pandemic, myself and my friends and roommates at the time, that's what got me into dabbing.
Oh.
This was actually kind of back to our original topic today. But anyways, yeah. So me and my roommate, in front of the time, got like an OG dab rig where you do it with the blowtorch underneath. And started doing dabs like that because we're like, oh, okay, had no jobs and we were home all day. So what else are you gonna do but smoke weed from sunup to sundown?
Right.
And then we're like, okay, we have to get off this because the blowtorch method was just like a lot. So that's when I bought an e-rig because I have like a nice like controlled dab rig, which is why the dab you had with me was so different.
Right.
And then. But no, we were dabbing. I was like, I'm like blowing my brains out every day with dabs in the pandemic. There were days of the pandemic where I'm like, I don't think I know how to form a thought. I'm smoking so much weed. Because it's also like, we're depressed.
Right.
You're not going out. You're not seeing people.
The world is ending.
I was like, I do love both the people who I was living with at the time, even if me and one of those people are not friends anymore. A lot of love there. We're like trauma bonded. We were literally like living the movie The White Lighthouse. Did you see that movie The Lighthouse?
No, but I know what happens in it.
Yeah, we're like fucking clanging pans and like we were playing insane games we were making up. We're smoking weed all day, wiping down our groceries. You're like, these are the only two other people I'm seeing unless we have some weird social distance hangout. It was like ripe for doing. I feel like people were like drinking at all hours of the day during the pandemic. People were like...
Our behavior is to not be judged from what we did in the pandemic.
Some yes, some no. Because that was weird. I was smoking weed like that heavy, but I was running every day.
Oh.
How? I couldn't do it now. I'm like, what was happening? But it was just like, yeah, it was crazy. So...
Damn.
Yeah.
Quincy, what's something this week? What is something you're not going to be down bad about this week?
Something I wrote it down because I'm trying to.
So how last week you were like, "Oh, I have nothing."
I didn't have anything last week.
Oh,
it was my birthday.
Oh, that was genuine.
Yeah, that was genuine.
Oh, I thought you were just doing a bit.
No, I felt good. It was my birthday. I was high out of my mind. I was just
Oh,
and I really was trying to make an effort to just trust the process and be in on things last week.
I take it back.
It's okay. A lot of people don't think I'm being genuine, and that's their problem. Okay. I have... It's unfortunately true. I guess I look like a bitch. This was good. Okay, wait. Oh, this actually, as just I mentioned, I will not be down bad this week about the process. Mm-hmm. That's been something I've really been thinking about and... internalizing of things take time and practice. I'm putting in the practice. I can't control time and to be comfortable with that. And the things I'm trying to learn, who I'm trying to be is learn through experiment and doing. And I won't know that until I know the feeling, and you can't force that. And it's okay that things aren't perfect out of the gate. You're not immediately at the end, and to not be so focused on like, well, what's the outcome going to be, and be like, I take this in and I let this change me.
Right.
So that's what I'm not going to be down bad about is the process. Chris, what about you?
I am not going to be down bad about. I'm not going to be down bad about the chase for perfection.
That's a good one.
I think oftentimes, whether it's coming up with jokes, with work, or just the pursuit of comedy in general, there's always this feeling of like that I struggle with of like, I always feel like I have to be better and I can't have a human day. Like Monday, since I was tired, I like wasn't really productive at work. And then I really beat myself up that night and was like, oh, I'm going to lose my job. This is that because I wasn't productive this one day. And I think oftentimes we live in a world where, especially people of our backgrounds, we feel like when you're not white that you have to be.
Yeah, I was like, what background? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
We feel like we have to be like perfect.
Yeah,
to have a chance.
To have a chance.
And
that's the shit we're raised on, though.
Right. Or you have to go above and beyond to then maybe get your foot in the door. And that's why oftentimes once we get that opportunity, we're filled with nerves and fear and anxiety because we can't even enjoy the fact that we're there because it's like, well, I have to show up and show out or else this is the last time I'm getting this opportunity. So I think this week I'm going to work on just allowing myself to do things and not hyper like analyze and overthink the quality of it.
Yeah.
Like obviously not making trash, but more so just allowing myself to just put stuff out there and not caring about if it hits a certain metric or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm not going to be down bad about.
And sometimes you have to put stuff out there and it be trash.
Exactly.
And that's okay.
Everybody puts out a bad song. Everyone puts out, a lot of artists put out a bad song. A lot of actors make bad movies or bad TV shows. It's inevitable. No one ever has a perfect record.
But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Sorry, that was such a millennial joke. And I had to, I don't know. I can't even say that quote without saying that full thing. Because it's just, anyway.
Quincy, people love your Office references.
That was my only one. So if you love my Office references, you'll never hear them again.
How can people follow you online?
Quincy.Yeoman everywhere. Link is in the show notes.
Also, your Substack.
Oh yeah, No Small Sock. Also in the show notes. Maybe I'll write this month.
Y'all can follow me at Chris Mejia Comedy on Instagram and TikTok, at Topher Mejia on Twitter and Twitch, also at Chris Mejia Comedy on Substack. By the time this episode comes out, our live show would have happened. And thank you so much to everyone who came out. Oh my God, it was such a blast. It was sold out.
Standing room only.
Ben Someone threw their bra on stage.
J-Lo both there.
Ben Affleck
like,
and J-Lo came. It was crazy.
Yeah, they're like,
they wanted the fuck to close out the show, but the venue actually said no.
No.
The venue said no. We wanted to we would have let them, but the venue said no. But thank you so much to everyone who came to the show, and thank you so much for listening to this episode.
Like, share, do all the shit.
Yeah, do all the shit. Until next time, stay curious.
Stay up.